Good afternoon and welcome to Johnson Lambert's campus recruiting virtual information session. I am so glad that you are on and are joining with me today to learn a little bit more about Johnson Lambert and for me to have an opportunity to answer any questions that you have. I am Megan Mansfield, the Campus Recruitment Manager at Johnson Lambert. And before I get started today, I would like to cover a few administrative items. So for a better viewing experience, we do recommend closing all other applications, disabling any pop-up blocking software, and enabling your flash player on your device. If you have any technical difficulties viewing or hearing the webinar, please start by refreshing your browser. And if you continue to experience issues, please click on the help icon at the bottom of your screen. You will be directed to On24's event help guide, which provides answers to frequently asked technical questions. In the bottom menu, you'll also see an icon for today's slides, my view window, and then the question and answer section, which I really encourage you to use today. You can open and close or rearrange these as you'd like. In the Q&A window, you're able to submit questions to me during today's session, and I will be answering any questions at the close of the session and encourage you to participate in the Q&A. You can download a copy of today's presentation from the resource window. In this window, you'll also find a recent Coffee with a Recruiter video series and other resources, such as our campus recruitment brochure, and I would encourage you to check those out as I've gone a little bit more in depth into the topics I'm going to cover today. And you'll also find our Instagram, Twitter accounts, LinkedIn, the bottom menu. So don't forget to follow us for more recruiting updates. And lastly, you'll find my contact info. So please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or reach out via email for any recruiting updates or questions that you might have. So after covering all of that, I will get started. So the agenda for today is to walk through with you and to cover our firm's background and how Johnson Lambert got started and just a little bit more about our firm in general. I'm sure what you're here for is to learn more about what opportunities we have for you as a campus candidate, growth and development opportunities that we provide at Johnson Lambert, as well as our employee benefits. And then, of course, I'm hoping that you're going to submit a question for me to answer at the end. So as we get started today, I wanted to start off with a poll. So please answer, what are you most interested in learning about today? Is it the firm background, the history, mission, core values, campus candidate opportunities, our summer leadership programs, internships, full-time, growth and development opportunities, our CPA exam support, our training, or is it benefits, PTO, compensation, flexibility? And when you answer this question, please submit the submit button and I'll give you a couple seconds to complete that, and then we'll move on. All right, so the majority of people want to learn more about campus candidate opportunities, so I will be sure to focus a little bit more in depth about what we provide at Johnson Lambert in our time together today. So before I get to the campus candidate opportunities, I do just want to share with you a little bit more about Johnson Lambert and our background, just in case that you aren't familiar. So Johnson Lambert is a regional public accounting firm. We were founded 34 years ago of this past April 1st by Larry Johnson and Debbie Lambert, hence the name Johnson Lambert. And both Larry Johnson and Debbie Lambert came from the Big Four to start Johnson Lambert and provide a company that provides great quality of service to the clients that we serve and to provide such a great experience for the employees that work at Johnson Lambert. Larry Johnson has since retired. He retired in 2005. Debbie Lambert is actually active with us at Johnson Lambert, but she will be retiring this year. And as of the 1st of January in 2016, John Prescott has been our managing partner, and he's been with Johnson Lambert for a long time and has done a great job in being the first managing partner since one of our founding partners. Our vision and mission, I know that you have this on our screen, but I do want to stress and read it to you as I do find it so important. And it's to support each client and our people in meeting their goals and reaching their full potential. essential and to provide the highest quality audit, tax, and advisory services within the distinct industry markets that we serve, and to earn our clients' trust as a valued business partner. And as me, the campus recruitment manager, I truly value that we would be the choice employer for our profession's most innovative and dedicated talent. So at Johnson Lambert, we have 8 offices up and down the East Coast. One is in Illinois, right outside Chicago in Park Ridge, Burlington, Vermont, Edison, New Jersey, Vienna, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, and Jacksonville, Florida. And although all of our offices are located up and down the East Coast where you see stars on your screen, we have clients in over 42 states and some outside of the country as well. So with technology being as advanced as it is and innovative as Johnson Lambert is, and with travel the way that we are able to participate in, we have not expanded farther to the West Coast. I do foresee that being in our plans sometime in the future, but not anytime in the next year or so. So that leads me to the question, I would love to know what office location you are the most interested in. So Florida, Illinois, Georgia, New Jersey, North Carolina, South Carolina, Vermont, or Virginia. And don't forget to press submit. Give you 1 second to complete this, and then we'll move on. Awesome, big representation from our North Carolina area today in Virginia. Great. So the services that we provide at Johnson Lambert are audit, tax, and business advisory service. In all 8 of our offices, we have our audit services. Our tax practice is located in our Raleigh, North Carolina office, and also our Burlington, Vermont office. And then our business advisory services practice team is located in Atlanta, although we do have some of the professionals that work on our business advisory services team that sit in different office locations. I want to also talk about our core values at Johnson Lambert, just because I do feel like that is who we are and more about our firm. So number 1 is integrity, accountability, and I feel like trust plays into this. Entrepreneurial spirit, we encourage everybody at Johnson Lambert to share their ideas and to participate in making sure that Johnson Lambert can be the best that it can be. Technical excellence, providing just excellence in everything that we do, which I really do think leads into the next one, which is quality of service. If we are 100% in our technical excellence, that ensures that we are providing great quality of service to our clients. And if you poll anybody at Johnson Lambert, I am sure that they will tell you their favorite part about working here is our culture. And we do a lot of fun things and socials, and I'll share with you a little bit more about that in the future. Also, I just touched on that in our Coffee with the Recruiter series, which is linked in the resources tab here. So feel free to check more out about that and the different fun things we do at Johnson Lambert that makes our employees love our culture. The success of our people is important, which I will touch on today in the growth and development section, sharing with you more about what does Johnson Lambert do to really invest in the success of our people. Leadership opportunities. We have leadership opportunities. As soon as you're an associate at Johnson Lambert, you don't have to be a partner or a senior manager or even a manager to participate in mentoring interns and different things like that. And then, of course, community service. If you look up on social media, JL Gives Back, it'll show you all the places that Johnson Lambert contributes to financially. And then I am going to talk about a little bit more in depth of, opportunities that we provide our people to give back in the way that Johnson Lambert participates in community service. So this is what everybody is here for and wanting to talk about today, and that is campus candidate opportunities. So I'm going to take some time to go through today and share with you more about the opportunities that we have available to you. So the first one is our summer leadership program, or maybe at your university or college, you know that as an externship program. And at Johnson Lambert, we call that program ELITE, and that stands for Empowered Leaders Inspiring Tomorrow's Excellence. And this is a program that's best fit for sophomores and juniors to come in. It's a 3-day program, typically in May, where we select a certain amount of students from each office location, and we fly them here to learn more about our firm, to meet our partners, to learn more in depth about what does our audit and tax practice look like here at Johnson Lambert. We provide you with professional development tools, such as being prepared for the recruitment process and accounting, not just Johnson Lambert specific, but we also do provide what does recruiting look like at Johnson Lambert specifically, and give you suggestions as you're going through the recruiting process and tips about how to make your resume stand out, et cetera, et cetera. And you also have opportunities to network and get to know the other ELITE participants, as well as the North Carolina office, and get to know Johnson Lambert and the culture here. And then we send you back on the last day of that program to your local office, where you will have lunch with the local office, get to see what that office looks like and where you would be hopefully working one day, and then interview for future internship positions. So let's say hypothetically you were attending this program this May in 2020. You would be interviewing for internships in either winter of 2021 or summer of 2021, and maybe even winter of 2022. And this is for somebody, if you're on today and a freshman or a sophomore and wanting to know where you might best fit in the future, this would be a great opportunity for you. So this leads me perfectly into our summer and winter internship opportunities, and these are best fit for juniors and seniors. So I'm going to start with our winter internship, even though it's listed second. But our winter internship starts in January and typically concludes in April. And this is a traditional busy season internship. So this would be more of a full-time opportunity for you. And most colleges and universities will provide you with class credit that you're able to receive for doing this internship. And if you were to take a class, it would be, less than one and online. And this is an opportunity for you to experience what busy season would look like at Johnson Lambert and get an accurate representation of what a full-time experience would be. And we treat our interns just like full-time people. And this is a paid opportunity. Our summer internship is the exact same. It's just a little bit shorter. So our winter internship is about 15 weeks. And then our summer internship is roughly half of that at 8 weeks. Although you're not in the middle of busy season, I do still think this provides a valuable experience of understanding what we do at Johnson Lambert and experiencing our culture, and to be able to accurately determine, is this somewhere you feel like you would be able to see yourself in the future? Many of our interns do receive opportunities to work with Johnson Lambert full-time. So that leads me to our full-time associate position. So the majority of our full-time opportunities are filled through our internship program, which is great because you've had a chance to get to know us and we've had a chance to get to know you, and you're off to a head start when you start your full-time opportunities. But we do recruit from campuses for full-time opportunities as well. And so we are looking for people that are going to have completed their 150 hours, whether that be through a master's program or additional credits, and are ready to start pursuing their CPA. And I'll talk a little bit more about the benefits of being a full-time associate at Johnson Lambert here in a second. So the growth and development opportunities at Johnson Lambert. The first one that I want to cover that I think is so important, especially for a first-year associate, is what does Johnson Lambert do to aid in you passing your CPA exam? So Johnson Lambert, anybody that's accepted a full-time offer with us, from the moment that you accept, we will pay for the Becker review course. And so this is something that we absorb the cost for right away. And we also reimburse the fees for sitting for each part one time. So that is something that we reimburse for, that you would submit the receipt right after that you signed up, and we would be able to reimburse you on the next pay run. So that's a huge cost absorbed to you that you're not having to pay upfront, especially while you're in school and at college. So prior to commencing employment with Johnson Lambert, you're eligible to receive a CPA bonus. So for each part passed before starting at Johnson Lambert, you're eligible to receive $1,250. And if you've interned with us before, you're eligible to receive that as soon as you've passed that exam, which is great because a lot of times candidates are taking time between the time they graduated in May before they start with us in August or September to pass that exam. So that gives you some sort of income coming in over the summertime as you're studying and trying to pass that exam. If you were to pass all 4 parts before starting with us at Johnson Lambert, you're eligible to receive an additional $1,000 bonus. So total of $6,000 that you're eligible to receive in bonus money before starting with Johnson Lambert. Now, that's not to say that if you didn't pass a part that you wouldn't receive any bonus. It just tiers down from there. So after you start with Johnson Lambert for your first year, for each part passed, you would receive $750, and then you would be forgoing the additional $1,000 that you would be able to earn by passing all 4 parts. So hopefully that gives you a better insight to the support that we give into passing the CPA exam. And at Johnson Lambert, we do place a lot of value and importance on that and pride ourselves in the fact that the majority of our professionals here are CPA licensed. Another thing that I think is so beneficial to our professionals at Johnson Lambert is the mentorship that we provide. All of our interns and our full-time employees are paired with mentors that take them through each step. At Johnson Lambert, we provide training opportunities where we are all together and provide you with training. And then there's on-the-job training too. And that mentor is there to not only guide you of where are the resources located in the office and how do I use the printer and maybe what's the best way to send a calendar invite, but they're there to walk you through the day-to-day tasks of the work at Johnson Lambert and really invest in your growth. And I think one of the unique parts about Johnson Lambert is people love to teach and give back and really help each other succeed. So there is a lot of investment, into you from your mentors, and they love taking on that opportunity to get to know our new interns and full-time associates. So I talked about a lot of investment in your growth, and we do invest a ton from a time perspective with our mentors and then our CPA exam as well. But we also have a program called Cash for Creds. And at Johnson Lambert, what that means is it's really financial support and incentives to achieve new professional designations after you've passed the CPA exam to continue to help you to be the expert in the markets that we serve and to continue to help you advance in your career. We also have opportunities to participate in conference and networking events. So at Johnson Lambert, we host and do a ton of marketing events and webinars such as this one, more in technical excellence and what's going on in the industry. And so you're able to start participating in that and publish articles and do things of that nature. And then we provide continuous training at Johnson Lambert. I was talking to a manager the other day that said he had participated last year in over 75 hours of continuous training. And that was not because he had to, that was because Johnson Lambert provides it and makes it so easy and it's quality. So, our professionals want to attend. So this leads me to employee benefits. So I love and think our employee benefits is second to the culture at Johnson Lambert of why our people love to work here. So the first one I want to touch on is our paid time off. So we provide all of our employees with 5 weeks of paid vacation. So that's essentially 25 paid days off. On top of, we provide you with holidays. My personal favorite is the seasonal half-day Fridays. So typically from Memorial Day to Labor Day, every Friday we get a half-day Friday, and that enables me to go to the beach early or maybe go to the pool or just get outside and take a break from work. So I think that's such a great opportunity, especially in the industry that we're in when all the professionals are working so hard from January through May to be able to have shorter weeks and really enjoy their summer. And then I promised you that I would touch a little bit more about community service. So at Johnson Lambert, we, as an office, provide community service opportunities 4 times a year in each local office that we do as an office together, so once per quarter. And we also provide 2 days of paid community service time. So it's 16 hours that you can use however that you would like to give back to programs or organizations or different things that are near and dear to your heart. And it's impossible for us to go back and give back as an office to everywhere that people find special to them. So we want to give you the opportunity to go and give back. For me, I love giving back at the local schools, and also giving back to my college where I went to school by serving on the alumni board. So I often take time and use my community service time to give back to the community and be a mentor and help in our local schools. Other benefits that Johnson Lambert provide that I feel are equally as important is the first one is workplace flexibility. At Johnson Lambert, we instill a lot of trust in our employees, understanding that life happens and we can't always take care of it outside the context of 8 and 5. And so at Johnson Lambert, we understand that things come up, and trusting of each other to get our work done and be flexible and communicate frequently and openly about what's going on, and being understanding of each other's situations. We also pride ourselves in having competitive compensation, wanting to meet or lead the market space in the offices, locations that we're in. And then the financial well-being and the health and wellness of our employees. Some of the benefits that we have is when our professionals are traveling, we pay for them to go attend workout classes. And so this is just a great way to maintain the routine that you normally would be in when you were here, where you typically live. And so when you're traveling, it's just a great work-life balance. I wanted to share some pictures with you of our people volunteering, participating in events for orientations. You'll see, all kinds of pictures up here. And I think this just really showcases our culture. One of our partners recently has been doing cooking classes for people to show them how to cook. So this has been a lot of fun, and we're learning to embrace the new normal here at Johnson Lambert and still connecting via Google Hangouts, conducting trivia nights, even though we can't do that in person. So before I move into the questions today, I want to know, how did you hear about today's virtual information session? We've been pushing a lot of stuff out on social media. So was it our social media channels, Johnson Lambert's emails that we've been sending out advertising the webinar today, social media from your school? We've been fortunate that a lot of the schools that we partner with have been sharing this on social media as well. Emails from your school, our Career Center people that we partner with and their professionals are great about advertising this for us and partnering with us, as we love all of the schools that we recruit from. And then your school's career database, as we posted this on Handshake, EPAC, and other locations as well. So I'll give you 1 second to complete that. And if you'll press the submit button. Perfect. Emails for your school. So for all the people and professionals that are working in the career centers and professors that are online today, I thank you for sharing this with your students so that they were able to attend the webinar today. It means a lot, and I hope that it was helpful for everybody. So moving into our questions. The first question that we have is, do interns have to choose between audit, tax, and advisory, or do they get to experience with all 3 facets? So typically, when an intern comes to intern with us at Johnson Lambert, they are focused in one line of service, audit, tax, or advisory. We don't have a program where you sample one and then move to the other. One-off occasions, somebody might intern with us in the tax department and decide that that wasn't the best fit for them and apply for an audit internship and be given that opportunity. But most often, our interns are focusing in one line of service. So I hope that was helpful. The next question is, are there internship opportunities for summer 2020 and how are we handling that with COVID-19. So at Johnson Lambert, we are moving forward with our internship program. We are adjusting the length of time that we're providing our internship and switching, some of that to a remote virtual format. But we are continuing with our internship, as of now, understanding that the state and federal guidance is changing dramatically every hour and day. So we are, observing that and plan to make decisions for internship if that were to change of what I just communicated no later than the beginning of June. Is the deadline for this year's ELITE passed, and will ELITE be taking place this summer? So our ELITE program, very similar, will be taking place this summer, but it will be in a virtual format. So we are holding that on May 14th virtually, and then on the 15th, we are allowing the participants in that program to do office visits remotely with our local offices. And then in August, we'll give them an opportunity to come. Hopefully, we're back into our local offices at that point, and they're able to come meet our people in person and get to see the local offices. And the deadline for this year's ELITE program has passed, but our ELITE applications will most likely go live sometime in July for 2021. So I hope that you'll apply for that. And are there opportunities for graduate students? So depending on what office location that you're interested in, we do have a couple of offices that are still looking for full-time people starting in fall of 2020 and January of 2021. So I would encourage you, if you're a graduate student and you're looking for opportunities, please send me an email or connect with me on LinkedIn so we can hop on the phone for 10 to 15 minutes and I can learn more about your situation and see what would be the best fit for you and take steps forward to get you connected with Johnson Lambert. The next question is, when do applications open up for summer and winter internships, and how many internships are available in each office? So our summer and winter internships will be posted right before fall recruiting starts. So typically those go live on our website and Handshake and Simplicity and the other platforms that your colleges use sometime in July. And the amount of interns that we need for each office location varies year by year, as it is a huge pipeline into our full-time opportunities. But typically, for example, we have roughly 26 interns this summer interning with us at Johnson Lambert. And for our winter internship, that's typically a little bit larger number. So I would say roughly we have anywhere from 50 to 60 interns per year in all of our offices. The best place to turn in resumes would be through Johnson Lambert's website. So if you go to our johnsonlambert.com website, and at the top it has a careers tab, and you'll click on that and it gives you the campus candidate opportunities, and that lists all the available positions that are open, which links you to our ADP Career Center page where we collect all of our applications. So if you're interested in applying, I would turn in your resume there if the application's open. And if not, please send me an email with your resume letting me know what you would be interested in the future. And I'm happy to take the next best steps with you. Are there any distance opportunities for either internships or full-time positions if we do not live near one of the offices? At this time, we do not have distance opportunities set up. But I would love for the person that asked me that question to reach out and let me know your situation, as Johnson Lambert is always trying to be innovative and figure out new ways to pivot and do things differently. So maybe that will be an opportunity in the future, but it is not something that exists right now at this current time. And why did I choose to work at Johnson Lambert? So I love Johnson Lambert because of the people that I work with and the culture that it provides, and the fact that Johnson Lambert provides excellent quality of service to its clients. It's invested in the employees and provides us with such great benefits and is so trusting of what we do and really empowers us and invest into our growth to really strive and continue to be better in our profession. So I really enjoy Johnson Lambert because of that and the people that I work with and the team that I'm on. So I would say that most people would say very similar, the same thing, and their opportunity for growth is one of the things that I hear the most when talking to our Johnson Lambert professionals. And the last question, because we are running up on time, what has been your most meaningful volunteer experience? My most meaningful volunteer experience probably was this past holiday season when we distributed gifts and went and sorted them to go out to people that were in need in the community so they could have a great holiday time for those that, don't have those or have the opportunity to receive gifts. So that's probably been my most meaningful one so far. So real quick to wrap up, I appreciate you joining, and I really hope that this was helpful and informative to you. If you have any questions that I was unable to answer, please shoot me an email and ask. I'm more than happy to connect with you and make sure that all of your questions are answered. Connect with us, johnsonlambert.com. JL Careers on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and then Instagram. I would really encourage you, if you're wanting to stay in the loop passively of what Johnson Lambert's doing, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. I promise we don't push a ton of stuff out all the time. I follow it on my personal account too, and it's not too much. But it's a great way to know where we are in campus, what we're doing, and the opportunities and benefits that we provide. Again, thank you for attending. We will be hosting events like this in the future, and I appreciate you and your attendance. Have a great day.